leaders are arrested for praying at ICE facilities. This happened just this last week near Chicago. What does that say about the rest of us? Well, let's get into it. This is Daily Debunks for Spirited Sundays, November 16th. Here's the myth. If clergy were arrested, they must have done something wrong. Right? Wrong. Check out this clip.
This is wrong. I'm here because there's torture in that facility. It's a concentration camp, and because my conscience calls me to do it.
Reverend Michael Wolf, now featured here in a very infamous photo, is chilling for me, to be honest. Now, this didn't happen to just him. Nearly 24 pastors, rabbis, and faith leaders were arrested outside the ICE detention facility in Broadview, Illinois. This was November 14th. They weren't blocking traffic, threatening officers, or disrupting operations. Before this scene, they were praying, singing hymns, offering communion. They were handing over a letter asking for access to minister to detained migrants. News channels, including international news like Reuters, they reported these were nonviolent clergy standing in moral witness as buses of immigrants were being processed for deportation, and yet masked, heavily armed federal agents detained them. This is where the myth of true law and order in our country cracks. When the state arrests clergy for embodying the compassionate teachings they preach, this is a moral crisis. Hear it from this other pastor that was attacked by pepper pellets to the face and arm, and he keeps returning back at these detention facilities. Reverend David Black is calling this unlawful injustice out whenever he can.
Jesus told his followers to be with those who are persecuted. Where are those who are persecuted right now? They're being abducted and held in cells where they are only given food and water as a reward for good behavior. Which side do you think Jesus wanted his followers to be on? Love your neighbor, love your God, the two great commandments. We're here standing out of love of neighbor and out of love of God. I see you, sir. Tell me, what do you think the scripture means? If it does not call you to be meek, to lay down your weapons, to believe the good news. The Bible is very clear that all weapons of war will be brought into a fire of eternal destruction, where they will be recast into implements for gardening and making homes. Those who cling to their weapons will go with them into that fire. How many of you have children whose friends are going hungry right now because of what this federal administration is doing? Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled.